Greetings, Helldivers. So, since we are in the celebration time of winning the Battle of Super Earth, I thought it would be a super cool idea, possibly a bad one, to do my first ever tier list. And what better thing to do than the plenty of Warbonds that we got, and especially since they just recently updated the most recent Warbond to actually give it decent armor passives. Let's see where it lines up with all the others, with Super Private, Mr. Clutch Cookie, looking at all of them with a microscope. So let's go with the first one, which doesn't need a whole lot of explanation, which is the Helldivers Mobilize Warbond. Now this one, like I said, doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. It is free, and it has a ton of stuff in it. It has plenty of guns that will help you out in many situations. It's got plenty of different armor sets. It's got the most bang for your buck because you buy the game and you get it, and you get plenty of different armor passives, plenty of different types of guns to use. It's easily at the top. It's easily S tier, like no doubt in my mind. I don't think anyone will argue with me on that. It's free. It's got the most pages. It's got super credits in it. It's got the most guns, most armor. Easily, you get the game, best one. Get that one done first, easily. Now the next Warbond on the list is Steeled Veterans. So this one I was kind of a little indifferent on because I don't care for the armor passive, but it is good. It is easily a good armor passive, and I also think the booster is decent. The guns in it are the Dominator, the Breaker Incendiary, and the Liberator Concussive. Now, the Liberator Concussive I don't care too much for. I don't think it's all that good. The armor passives I don't care for, but it's also got the Senator in there. And the armor passives can get it done. It's got the Incendiary Grenade. There are better grenades out there, but it's not a bad one to have if you're fighting bugs. And then the other two guns I think are actually really good. The Breaker Incendiary is probably the best shotgun in the game. And the Jar Dominator is also really good. So we will be putting that in. We'll be putting that in A. Now the next one on our list is the Cutting Edge Warbond. Now I'm gonna be real about this. This armor passive, these armors, terrible. This armor passive is actually awful. Like it's very limited use. The Sickle is a good gun, not so much anymore. The booster is nothing really. Localized Confusion is kind of garbage. The passives are terrible. The Stun Grenade, I used it a lot, but I feel like, you know, it's not really needed too much anymore because our weapons are just that much stronger. We don't really need them to stop moving. Punisher Plasma's fine. I mean, I think there's just better plasma weapons out there, and the Blitzer, never really cared for. I mean, if you're getting this Warbond, it's really the Stun Grenade and the Dagger. I think it's really all you're... I'm sorry, the Sickle, Stun Grenade, and Dagger. I think that's all you're really getting. Honestly, I'm putting this... You know, I was going to put it in B. I'm actually going to move it to C. I'm going to move it to C. C seems like a good spot for it. Like, it really just doesn't have much going for it. The Sickle, Dagger, and Stun Grenade. There's better stuff out there, which we'll get to. But now, let's get to the next Warbond. Everyone's favorite, Democratic Detonation. Now, this Warbond, this is what we're talking about. This is what absolute peak looks like. Not the best at launch, but it was still a good one. So we got the Adjudicator. Probably my favorite assault rifle right by the Tenderizer. They're like even for me. The armor passives are all great in this one. You know, you get the extra grenades, and you get heavy armor with explosive resistance. That's all good. And the oh so beloved, I mean, look at my older videos. The grenade pistol is one of my favorite sidearms in the game. The crossbow is a solid explosive medium pen weapon. You know, one of the best out there. And my beloved, my absolute favorite gun in the game, the Eruptor, is peak. Don't even get me started. The booster is fine, I guess, if you want a quick extraction. But, oh, I didn't even mention, it's got the thermites. My oh-so-beloved thermites, which have been replaced by the pyrotechnic grenades. I did not expect those to be as good as they are. I'm very certain a nerf is coming their way. Please don't. But the thermite grenades, I mean, that on top of everything else, the Adjudicator, Eruptor, crossbow, grenade pistol, the good armor sets, like, this is just an absolute peak Warbond. I don't see anyone arguing me on that. That one's easily going in S. Absolute fantastic Warbond. Now the next one, Polar Patriots. Now this one was a real stinker at launch. I remember this one really sucking it up. Like, no one was really feeling the armor passives. The armor all looked okay. Still not crazy about all of it. The grenade was good. The Incendiary Impact was fine. But besides that, at launch, it wasn't much. Now, I mean, the Pummeler was also pretty good too, but now the Pummeler is really dog water. The Tenderizer, I love it. I think it's a great gun. It's got like no recoil. The booster's not anything much, and the Purifier is probably the best plasma weapon in the game. I'm not gonna bullshit you. It's really good, and I also really like the Verdict. The Verdict, I think, has always been a solid sidearm. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it started off medium pen. If it started off light, then yeah, it was bad. But now it's medium pen, and it's really good. Same with the Purifier and the Tenderizer. So Polar Patriots used to be crappy. Now it's pretty good. Armor sets still aren't much to gawk at. So I'll put this in B. This is a solid B. The next up is Viper Commandos. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved, that's it, in the past, loved the armor passive. And I still love the aesthetic of the armor in this Warbond. And the guns. I think the aesthetic is freaking awesome. Probably the coolest helmet in the game, which is the red beret with the skull. Probably the coolest helmet you can get. But the Liberator Carbine is really not all that good. It's better now with the weapon customization, and it's also pretty good on squids, but it's really just not that good of a gun. The Bushwhacker is a cool design for a gun. I think it just needs medium pen to really boost it up, but since it's not medium pen, I never use the thing. The throwing knives are fun, but not good. I will give them this. The booster is good. And the aesthetic is good, but besides that, you know, there's much better Warbonds out there. Like, you can pass on this one for a bit. This should be one of your last ones you get. I'm putting this one in C. It's fine. It's an okay one. Freedom's Flame. So this one, it's the cookout. All you're getting with this one is the cookout. Like the Flamer, whatever, the Torture, whatever, the Firebomb Hellponds, terrible terrible booster, absolute terrible booster. The armor passives, if you love fire, can be good, but you're not purposely trying to set yourself on fire, so unless you're using a specific gun known as the Dickel. So yeah, really just not a good Warbond. Like if you're using the Dickel, this stuff is good, but if you're not, then I mean, you know, you're really just getting the cookout. Maybe if you want to bring a flamethrower as your primary, it's good, but like no, this really isn't it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one in C as well, like just because the cookout is such a good gun, especially on the Predator strain. The cookout and the armor working with the Dickel, that barely gets it up to C, but I really wanted to put this one in D. Next one on our list is the Chemical Agents. I don't feel like I need to talk about this one too much, but I will. Alright, so the passive is bad. You know, like, it's normally easy to tell if you're going to get gassed out or not, and there's so many better armor passives. So, I mean, bringing an armor passive that barely, it has the same problem armor passive wise as the Cutting Edge one did, you know, where it's like in a very specific situation it'll be helpful, but that's not a lot of the time. The gas grenade is good, I'll give it that, but I still would bring other grenades over the gas grenade. The sterilizer is absolute garbage. I'd rather bring a flamethrower and just cook them all if I'm going to do something like that. The Dog Breath Guard Dog is good, but I only ever use it on the Predator strain. I don't even use it that much. Like, I'll use it sometimes. The Stim Pistol's fun, but not game-changing, really. So this one is going to be our first D. Like, it's just not a good Warbond. Save your super credits for something else. Truth Enforcers. Okay. This one I think very highly of, because for a couple reasons. The drip is awesome. I love the black and red. The armor in all of this is super cool looking. But the passive is terrible. Since we got the Masters of Ceremony armor changed, we should definitely get this armor changed. That would probably make this Warbond like an easy first pick for a lot of people. The booster I don't like. I know some people do, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like losing my health to run a little bit further. Just not my thing. The Halt shotgun I personally do not like. But I know I've seen people use it and they've kicked a lot of ass with it, and I know people do like it, especially on the bugs. You know, that's a good gun. The Reprimand I think is awesome. I really love the Reprimand. It's right up there with the Adjudicator for me, and the Eruptor. Like it's a fantastic gun. And the Loyalist is also a really good sidearm. I don't see a lot of people using it because, you know, just bring the Purifier, but I've brought it a couple times and I've always said like I should use this more. This is really good. And I put it away. But it is a really good sidearm. The armor all looks really cool, but the passive is terrible. Although black and red drip is super good. Good emote. Not a great booster. But all in all, I'd say it's solid just because the Halt and the Reprimand are so good. And I still see people rocking this armor even though it's terrible, like the passive, just because it looks cool. So I'm going to put this one in B. Reprimand and Halt keep this one up. Urban Legends. Now this one is one of my favorite Warbonds because for a paid Warbond, it actually had a lot to it. So for one, probably the best armor passive in the game, which is Siege Ready. Awesome. And I also loved the digital camo look. It was also the Warbond that gave us our first melee weapon, which was the Stun Lance, which was really cool. Directional Shield, I think, is kind of whack, but we'll move on from that. Armor is still really good. The Flame Sentry, I think, is underrated. It's really good on every faction, honestly. Like, it'll cook bots, it'll cook bugs, and it'll cook squids. It's a really good sentry. Just keep your distance. The booster is also a really good one. They don't have a whole lot of good boosters, so the armed resupply pods is actually really good because it's just like an extra sentry to bring. Just throw down a resupply if you need someone to protect your ass. And then the anti-tank emplacement is easily like the best emplacement. I would say it's better than the HMG. Debatable, but I like it more than the HMG. It wrecks everything. It's got so many shots. I'm really surprised that it never, like, no one ever lowered how many shots it has. But it is just an awesome stratagem. So this one's going an S. I think for the armor passive alone, and also the first melee weapon, I think this is an S. Probably shouldn't be your first one you get, but for looks, melee weapon, good armor passive, and a badass, like two really badass green stratagems, I would say this is a must get pretty soon. The next one, Servants of Freedom. I feel like people don't like this one. I feel like people think that this one is whack. I feel like people don't like this Warbond just because the armor passive is weak. I think they think this armor, or this Warbond is whack. I think it's actually really good. Now, yeah, the armor passive, not that great. I'm not going to lie about that. But the Dickel, the double-edged sickle Dickel, is so good. So good. Like, oh my god. It is actually amazing. The Ultimatum, which I called the Little Thumper, was the best sidearm. It's still a fantastic sidearm after the nerf, but it used to be better. The fact that it could take down jammers and, you know, little small objectives, they could just take them out. It was awesome. And the portable hell bomb is just, you know, peak. Same with the emote. Like, I gotta mention the emote in this one. The emote is so fun. I haven't taken it off since I've gotten it. Like, easily one of the best emotes they've ever put in. And the portable hell bomb, like I said earlier, is just peak. Like, nothing better than someone screaming "Witness me" and blowing up over 100 enemies. Just awesome. So yeah, the armor sucks, but I think the weapons are all really, really good. So I would put this one in A. I'll give this one an A, just because the double-edged sickle, I can see people rocking, especially if they already have Freedom's Flame, or if you just use the Killzone armor, it's a really good one. And then also the Ultimatum being freaking fantastic. And the portable hellbomb, like, it's just all good. The secret grenade's not much to talk about, but it's got good stuff here. The next one, Borderline Justice. Now, I'll be real, I don't think this is that good of a Warbond. Hear me out. The Deadeye is good. It is good. It is about the only really good good thing, I guess I should say, in this Warbond. The passive is terrible. Like, I am not depending on my secondary in a fight. I'm not. I'm depending on my primary and my support weapon and my stratagems. The secondary is last resort, and that's all this is for your sidearm. That's all this armor does, is to help out your sidearm. And considering the Deadeye's reload speed is so slow, I'll take Masters of Ceremony armor or the Siege Ready armor. I would not take this armor if I'm using the Deadeye. The Talon is good. If your problem with the Verdict was that it could shoot but it has to reload, then the Talon is the gun for you. But I like bullets, so I never take the Talon. I think it's okay. The Dynamite is really strong, and you can change the detonation timer on it, which could lead to some stealth gameplay, but I used it when it came out, and that was it. The booster is nothing, and the hover pack is great, but it just kind of leaves you as a sitting target. I'd say it's really good on the bugs if you're keeping your distance, but any other faction, I don't really care for it. I'd rather use the jump pack. So this one, it's going in C for me. Like, it just has the Deadeye for me. That's it. But there's other weapons that can do the same job as the Deadeye, if not better. Just use a Purifier. Alright, now the last one, the most recent one, Masters of Ceremony. Now this one, jeez. Alright, let's get into it. So now the armor passive is good. The armor passive is good. The drip is awesome. I absolutely love the drip in this. The amendment, I think, is looked down upon. I think it's actually a good gun. If you like the diligence, you'll like this thing. It's really good on the bots. If you bring a machine gun, it was also really good on the squids. It does so much damage for being light pen, and it shoots really fast. The sword is really good on the squids. I don't really like bringing melee weapons against anybody else, but the sword is really good on the squids for taking down Voteless, especially with the armor passive. Now it was just shredding through them. The One True Flag, while it is cool, not that good. The emote, I gotta bring up an emote again. The lockstep emote is so fucking funny. The booster is nothing. And the Pyrotech Grenade is actually S tier. If I'm looking at the amendment, which is pretty good, the sword, which is also pretty good, and the grenade being fantastic, and the armor actually being pretty decent armor, I'm going to put this in B. So those are all the Warbonds. You know, let me know what you guys think. Go down in the comments and let me know if I fucked up anywhere, if you disagree with anything. I know, like, this is all just my opinion. None of this is final. You may like another Warbond more than me, and that's totally okay. Let me know how you feel. Also, while you're down there, click that big red subscribe button. I promise, mine doesn't bite you. It takes 2 seconds, really fast, really easy. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the next Liberty Day. If you want to be a part of this great journey to 1,000 subscribers, go down there, click that big red button. It would mean the world to me. And if you're already a subscriber and you want to support the channel even more, go click that join button. Every member counts, and the more members we get, the more cool stuff we can do. So anyway, like I said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fabulous day. This is Mr. Clutch Cookie signing out. Bye, guys.